Peace, beloveds. Welcome to another video on the channel. Welcome to Quadeuce, the essence, where we dive into things spiritual and the essence of me in general as a person. Whether it be as far as motivation, knowledge, information, spreading a good word, giving you something that the ancestors is giving me to talk about and helping you along your spiritual path and journey, beloveds. Welcome. Now, for people who don't like smoking, I will be smoking in this video. But I'm going to try and keep the smoke to a minimum on this video. Because I want to not trigger the algorithm so you won't see what I'm smoking. But you may see some smoke from time to time, potentially. Now, this video, I'm not mic'd up because I don't feel like doing it. Plus, my phone is charging, right? But I would like to talk about love. The power of love. I would like to talk about what love is. I would like to talk about how to have more of it. I would like to talk about the cons to love, or the downside of love, or the side to love that people don't understand or know. For those of you who don't know, love means to accept someone and all their flaws. Did you hear what I just said? Come on now. If we was in church, I'd ask for a hallelujah. If we was in church right now, I'd ask for a hallelujah. Come on now. Yeah, we gonna make this into almost a sermon. Huh? Love means to accept, be willing, the willingness to accept the person's flaws and love them in spite of those flaws. Man, I think the problem with today's world is we say we want to love. Come on now. Come on now. This is spiritual church, if you would. That's how spiritual church. We say we want to love. That's what we say, ain't it? We say, hey, we want to love. And we want to be loving. But then, we don't have the will at all to accept the flaws of other individuals. We don't have time for their BS. We don't have time for their bullshit. I mean, be for real. Other people's flaws, you got enough flaws of your own, don't you, beloved? Come on now. You accepting the other people's flaws? Come on, no, you know we don't have time for that. And that's fine. I don't want to make you a good or a bad person because you don't have time to be, quote unquote, loving. You know what I mean? You feel me? I just want you to know, before you say I love you and I love somebody, know that love is to accept one's flaws and to be willing to do so. Come on now. And unconditional love, oh my goodness. People say they want unconditional love and they want to have unconditional love, but they don't know the type of acceptance that comes with. That is straight up submitting to the will of accepting somebody, period. No matter what they do. That's what unconditional love means. Now, I don't recommend nobody be no dummy. Hold on 1 second, y'all. Alright, you guys, I'm back. Now, what was I? Actually, I think I forgot. Now we were talking about love. Okay, unconditional love. Yeah, man. Everybody went around talking about they want unconditional love. They are ready for unconditional love. And almost nobody is ready for unconditional love. I'm not trying to say there's nobody that is, because I don't know everybody. You know what I'm saying? But I'm saying the people I run across who think they ready, they not ready. They're not ready at all. You know what it means to love somebody unconditionally? Do you understand what that entails? The effort that requires? The emotional trauma or even heartbreak and the emotional intelligence as well that requires. You know, you not only saying I love you and accept your flaws, but I want to accept them without no conditions. And that's a beautiful thing. And I love to see it. And I love to feel it and enjoy it and be a part of it. But here's the thing, guys. Love is a thing, is an emotion, if you will. I don't know if I would even just call it an emotion. It's deeper than that. But it definitely is a weapon, and a very powerful weapon. People use love to get to all kind of other things. People use love to get at people. People use love to murder. People use love to satisfy an ego. People use love to play games with just all kind of stuff. Everybody is coming and saying I love you is not coming. They love you, but what they think love is and what you may think love is two different things. I'm trying to figure out why this screen is doing all of this flickering when I move in and out of it. Okay, that's better. My bad if y'all was seeing that flickering, all of that. I apologize for that. But yeah, like, all love ain't the same. Understand that everybody ain't in love for the same thing. How can we all be saying we love each other and thinking that we saying and meaning the same thing when we all got different intentions and needs out the relationship? See what I'm saying? So it can't even logically make sense. For real. It can't even logically make sense. Just think about that. We all trying to fit ourselves, 8 billion of us plus around this motherfucker, and we all trying to fit ourselves into one category. And we all trying to chase after the same kind of love, and we all trying to reciprocate the same kind of love. I can't believe that. I can't believe that. So love can definitely be a weapon. It definitely can open you up to be the most vulnerable, and that can lead to being to some of the harshest, most vicious attacks. You know what I mean? That's why we say, and the saying goes, it's a thin line between love and hate, because your enemies can walk that line. So can real people that love you, and it's gonna look the real like same. You won't be able to tell if I really want to play with you and make you think I love you by buying you everything, saying everything that you want to hear. You know what I'm saying? Everything that's in alignment with the love. Not unless you really tuned in and tapped in to be able to see like, oh, that person really ain't in alignment. They just talking. Because a lot of people, believe it or not, just talking. And they're not really in alignment of accepting a person. They don't know what they be saying. They just be saying the thing they heard their friends saying, the shit they saw on movies, and the shit they think they want. They don't know what it takes to maintain it. They want it in the moment. They don't want it all the time. They're not going to want it when they get annoyed with it. You see what I'm saying? And then on top of that, even if they do, they're not going to know how to maintain it. And they're going to have to learn. And that's a risk when you're trying to live and learn at the same time, because now you risk losing out on things that you have, because at the moment you couldn't keep it because you didn't know how to treat it, right? So you got to understand, love is a very complex thing, and if we wanted to be technical, in order to get to unconditional love, there's nothing nobody would be able to do to you or say to you that you could not get over or forgive. Now, things still take time, and some things are harder than others, so I would never just sit here and tell you, like, you ain't showing unconditional love if you can't forgive things that have caused you the most trauma and pain. But that's the bottom line truth, right? So that even goes down to say, not to trigger one in here, you know what I'm saying, not to be crazy about it, but if someone took a life of your loved one, would you be down and willing to forgive that person? I'm not saying that it gotta happen, you know, at the same time, at one time, but over time, like, would you be able to show unconditional love and accept the human having a flaw? You see what I'm saying? And acceptance don't always look like what you think it look like what you see in the movies. Like, I might be down to self-forgiving you and still come see about you on that type of time. Like, I forgive the hell out of you, but both of us can't walk this motherfucking earth at the same time no more. That's the thing. So you can't never base it off of what a person does, because that doesn't necessarily show their level of forgiveness or not forgiveness. It can hint at it, but that's not a surefire way to tell, you know, if a person has forgiven or not forgiven. So, love is complex. And unconditional world love is so far away, it'll probably never be reached. Because we first must have unconditional self-love and then unconditional love for each other to even reach unconditional worldly love. You know what I'm saying? So that's so far out of the question, because at the same time, right now, the frequencies on Earth, everybody not in the same frequency. Everybody not on the same page and trying to be healed and trying to be peaceful, and some people stuck in the simulation of trying to get this money. You know what I mean? Some people don't give a fuck about a relationship or treating the people right or good. They just want this money. And if they gotta burn a relationship bridge to get to the middle, goodness gracious, then the bridge gotta burn. You know what I'm saying? So everybody not willing to even have unconditional love. There's a lot of people out here saying they love and they don't even know what that means. It means to say I love. It means to say it means I accept your flaws. I don't see a lot of that going on in 2025. It's not a lot of accepting people of flaws. People don't want you fucking up. People act like they've never fucked up. That's like the culture now. People act like they've always been the richest, always been the biggest, always had their shit popping. Everybody want to act like they've always been that. And to a certain extent, I guess that comes from us being connected and being one, you know, and that oneness being a part of source. So in a way, we feel like individually, we want to feel like we've always been popping and always been big and always been great and always been amazing, because we have. You see what I'm saying? So that's kind of ingrained in what we are. But at the same time, we can't let that spin off in a negative effect, into a negative light or a negative connotation. You know what I mean? We gotta do it without shitting on each other. We gotta pop our shit and celebrate each other popping our shit and be happy and bring energy of love and vibrations of high, you know what I'm saying, altitude and high vibrations to the chat, to the party. Instead of, I gotta pop my shit on these niggas, y'all niggas ain't shit, y'all ain't even da 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 da. It's like, nah, I'ma pop my shit and pull y'all up. I ain't gotta pop my shit and put y'all down. Love. You know what I'm saying? That's what we talking about, everyone. We talking about love. And it's a beautiful thing, I swear. We fall into love with each other. And when it's reciprocated and expressed properly, you know, with good communication and etc., it's amazing. You know? And when it's not, it's amazing a little bit for a little while. And then it's not. You know? Love is one thing, no matter how rich or how poor you've ever been, you've searched for it at one point in your life. I don't care if you bi, straight, trans, LGBTQ community, I don't care what you is, I don't care how much money you have or don't have. There's a point in time you just wanted to be loved and wanted to be in love. That still exists. You just had to throw the idea of it away because you live in where you live in this three-dimensional world where it doesn't seem to be much love. In this three-dimensional world where it doesn't seem to be much love, you kind of have to take the idea and throw it away. But it's like there's people that exist that have never even had the idea of a one unified, all-loving world with no war, with everybody in search of the same goal, and that's peace and joy, communication, good fellowship, and love. It baffles me that people will spend their whole life on the existence of being here in this shit like it is and don't be like, damn, let me clean this shit. What would a clean world be like? Where kids don't gotta worry about stepping outside getting snatched up because we have systems in place that actually help people that having those kind of thoughts change how they're thinking and change their mindset and go into their traumas and unlock what's bothering them, causing them to be a child, predator, a molester, or a sex trafficker, or whatever the case may be, and change that from the root. Does society really have what it takes to be saying the claims that they say? Everybody want this, everybody want that, and nobody is willing to even get into the details. That's not making sense to me. That's not making sense at all, gang. Like, how you want some shit to change, but you won't even dive into the details? How you want something so bad, but you won't even, you feel me? Have the attentiveness to dive into it in depth and find out what the problem is and fix it. None of society's solution for fixing problems work. Murders aren't going down, they're going up. Other crimes are not going down, they're going up. It's not working. And if they really wanted to work, they would come together and realize it's not working and come up with a different plan, but they don't really want it to work. Like, come on, how long does something have to not work for you to understand and say, well, shit, this is not working. Let me try something different. How long? I'm saying, like, it been a long time. Drugs on war on drugs. Shit, fentanyl through the roof around this month. Matter of fact, we can't even talk about that word. We can't even say that. War on drugs, but hard drugs are still through the roof. You know what I'm saying? So that's a fail to me. That's a fail to me. And it's only getting worse. Society that has filled itself with solutions that straight up don't work and they fail over and over and over again, and yet and still society act like it don't see what's happening. Like you, how you acting like you don't understand what's going on. Failure is what's going on. Over and over and over, and you're sticking to this plan that's failing because I know you don't really want us to fail. Some people know, but then again, you got those who don't know. They really think like, oh man, it's some people that's thinking opposite of me that's the pushback. Like, no, it's not. It's not. It's not. It's just this shit, it was never going to be certain ways. Period. I'm referring to the Matrix. Don't even waste your time trying to change it. Like, I get in it, I enjoy what I want to enjoy in it, and then I get out of it when I want to, and I unplug, and I meditate, and I ground myself out in nature, and I, do what I do to heal and connect back with myself and source and soul and spirit. You know what I'm saying? It's about you getting out when you feel like it and being able to hop back in when you feel like it. That's the benefits of being, I say, spiritual or a chosen one. See, if you're not spiritual, you can't get out of this shit when you feel like it. You could just keep getting more depressed and more tired. Like, what you gonna do? Eat more food? What you gonna do? Buy more watches? What you gonna do when you depressed and tired of this shit and the fast pace of it and the unfulfillingness of it? What you gonna do? What you gonna do? Ain't nothing you can do. So, the only way to really truly be wholesome through this life, I feel like, is to have that spiritual side. Or that, you know what I'm saying, that other side that's intuitive and in tune with yourself, nature, and source, and everything in between. You know? That's like the only true way to that's like the only true way to live, to me. But let's get back on the topic of love, right? So love is, like I said, it could be a weapon or it could be an amazing connection. You have to learn to decipher and decide and choose which one is being used as on you. You know? We should all be striving to be more loving. Love is the vibration that transcends all, or is on the vibration that transcends all. So if you're not striving to be more loving, which most people, that's not on their objective. Like, people waking up and their goal and their thoughts is, I gotta get to the money, I gotta get these things, I gotta reach these goals. Nobody's really waking up saying, like, I just want to be more loving today. Like, my goal is to be as loving as I can to all humanity and all creation around. Birds, flowers, bees, grass, trees, people, the oxygen I breathe, aliens if they exist, and they're in, a positive vibration. Then I can't say if they exist now, cause like everything but been said that they do. Um, um, People just not waking up like that in 2025, as you know that being the goal. And that's the problem for a loving person that does wake up feeling like that. And they're just naturally like that. That's part of who they are. Like, that's what they was supposed to be doing. That's how they supposed to be feeling. Like, it's hard because you wake up like that and the world around you seems like they're still asleep. Like they never woke up at all. You're up trying to be loving. They still sleep. Like they groggy. They mean. They are cold minded. You know what I'm saying? They thinking selfishly. They still sleep. Like we up out here. You know what I'm saying? If you rocking with this channel and you tuning in to Quadeuce the Essence, you up. Spiritually, you awaken. You're vibrant. You're consciously aware that you're living. They're not. They're still being susceptible to the physical elements. Because they're cold and uncomfortable, they're mad and angry at you and snapping. Because they had to spend their last dollar, and that's not ideal, you know, in today's culture. As far, I mean, you shouldn't, being broke is not ideal, but I'm saying just in general, taking physical things and making them a spiritual and mental problem. Taking things of this world with you into your soul, into your spirit, carrying the energy of failures and the energy of certain things that you shouldn't be, back into your spirit, back into your aura field, back into your energy. And now you doing that every time something goes wrong, and things go wrong all day. Now you've created a habit. I mean, a pattern. Then you keep doing this shit. Now, remind you will, because things go wrong all day. And once you start doing this, you just keep doing it every time. You create a pattern, then a habit, and then it becomes a personality trait. Now, you're literally all day attracting a negative life. And that's your personality trait. Now you're just a negative Nancy or a negative John. You know what I'm saying? Or negative Joe. Like you just negative now. Your outlook on life is negative. Your results is negative. The people around you view you as negative. Now that's your reality. All because you wasn't spiritual enough to tap in and understand energy and how energy connects to your whole existence. Some of y'all trying to change y'all situation by hustling harder, and y'all need to change y'all situation by sitting the fuck down and connecting with your energy. Balancing your masculine and feminine. Learning how to connect with source. Learning how to connect with your path. Learning how to know you're on the right path. And that's going to walk you right into the bag. It's going to walk you right into the bag. I put it like this. Again, because I'm going to promote this video, because why not, in this same video. I got a music channel called Quadeuce Music. And so far, I've been posting a lot on there, putting in so much work to the point I feel like I'm running myself pretty vigorously. Like I'm maxing it out. You feel me? So with freestyles and shit, and trying to keep the music fresh and everything like that, because everything coming off the top. So you know, but I'm maxing it out. But so far, I ran up more subscribers in that length of time, and it's only been like a month or two. Like that ain't really been too much time. But I ran up so many subscribers in such a short length of time compared to what I ever did when I was just posting on some whenever type shit. You feel me? Way more. So I don't even know what I was talking about. Y'all gotta forgive me. Like I said, I am having a great conversation and smoking. So we keeping the vibes high. But you gotta I don't know if I was talking about being willing to put in this work or something. But yeah, I run up way more views just keeping it going. Keeping it going. I don't know what this related to, I don't remember, but hopefully it makes sense to y'all. Keeping it going, I run up way more views than I ever did with just scatteredly posting, like really locking in and just like I'ma just do this job. You feel me? I ain't even coming for the results. I'm just coming to do this job. And sometimes that's what we forget, and I'm gonna relate this back to love and relationships. We forget why we started in the first place. We just wanted to do that joint. You know what I mean? Like, you got into a relationship and you just wanted to be in one and experience what it was to be in one and go through it all. When you started going through it, you started saying, hell nah, I'm looking for a relationship where I can go through good shit. You feel me? But that ain't what you signed up for. You see what I'm saying? Just like with the love shit, like you be loving on a person and then why you never make it to that unconditional because you forget why you started. You ain't loving on a person because of them. You loving on them because of you. You want to be loving. So you just got to be it. You want to do something. You just got to do it. The key is to act like it's already happening, and the best action that puts forth the gesture suggesting that is you starting to just do it without caring about what you do and don't have already. You see that, and thinking about it and manifesting it and attracting it, that's what'll bring it to you. But you gotta do it like I said with my channel. I'm doing it. That's not the way I would prefer to do it, but I just gotta do it. I can't think about the way I could be waiting forever on that. I just gotta do it. So that's why I started just posting my freestyles. I'm just going crazy on that. Man, you know, shorts got long form freestyles too. You feel me? But I'm just doing it. I'm not thinking about what the results is. I am being what I said I want to be, an artist. I'm putting out art. You know what I mean? So that's how it kind of is, like with love. You know what I mean? That unconditional thing in relationships as well. You feel me? So that's the spiel, man, for real on love. But on the flip side of love, we got the dark side, or the side that you could use as war. And what people simply do when I say that is they lure you in and act all love and get your heart open, get it warm and ready for them to stick a knife right through. You have that. But a lot of people misjudge certain people just being human and fucking up as that. Like, look what you did to me. If you wouldn't have did this, cause that stuck a knife straight through my heart. But whole time you ain't even knowing that was gonna come off like that, or you ain't mean it like that, or you ain't happen because you stuck a knife through somebody. Was trying to stick a knife through somebody's heart. You know what I'm saying? You just had to do what's best for you, or the situation just unfolded in a weird way that looked bad on your end. It's all kind of stuff when it comes to love. Love is a very complicated, well, not complicated, but it's a very complex thing. You know, people like to try to make love simple. Love ain't simple, man. Love is very complex and it's detailed. And you have to be willing to dive into the details if you ever really want to experience unconditional love and true love. I've personally experienced people that say they want to experience it, and not, in my personal opinion, they was nowhere near where they needed to be, to experience those feelings and those things within themselves. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, even if you did go through it and somebody was giving it to you, it's possible that you might not even be able to still experience it, because within yourself you don't vibrate with that type of love. So you can't even understand it. Come on, somebody. You can't even understand it because you don't vibrate inside yourself with that type of love. So before you even think about love in any kind of relationship, just understand that it's love is detailed, man, and it's supposed to be. It's not simple. It ain't supposed to be simple. You gotta dive into details. You gotta break down the who, the what, the when, the where, the why, because everybody has a different motive. But you can have two people with two different motives that did the exact same thing, but depending on what they did and what their motives were, you may put them in the same category, but they may not even be deserving of being in that category. But you would never even know, because you ain't go through what the details of what love was and what it is to be, what it is to be loving and have unconditional love for somebody. You feel me? So this is the spiel on love, and we should all strive again to be more loving, because love transcends all, and it's a powerful tool when you know how to use it. And you're going to use it by building self-love first. First, you want to build self-love. After you build self-love, then you can go on to working on building loving relationships with other people. You know what I'm saying? And like I said, love transcends all. It's a place where your soul can go and heal. It's a place where you can go and heal the spirit through the love, within the love, around the love. That's why it's nice to find you some love in whatever form you can. Find it through friends. Find it through divine feminine energies. Find it through relatives if you can. You know what I'm saying? Find it, whoever is. This is my rule on the love thing, man. For real, man. And I'm going to share this with y'all because a lot of y'all need to understand this, man. First of all, love what love you. Whoever is willing to see me and accept all of my flaws, not some on, not half on, but see, that's that love of today time that they call love that ain't really love, that leave you at the end of the relationship heartbroken because it didn't work. Because a person wasn't accepting of something. Somebody wasn't accepting something when it don't work. Period. If everybody accepting everything on both sides, it's guaranteed to work. It's guaranteed to work. So, love is amazing. It's advanced. It can be a weapon or it can be an aid. Like I said, love is healing to the soul. And that's why it's important to find you some love somewhere within something. It doesn't have to be typical relationships. It could be with a tree. It could be with an animal. It could be with yourself. And it's very important that it is with yourself, as well as whatever you choose to reciprocate to. You know what I'm saying? Whatever you choose to reciprocate the love back to. Choose to share that energy with. Then that's what it is. And it's important that you have that, because you need, as a chosen one, or a spiritual one, if you would, you gonna need a place to go and hear your heart, man. Because you're fighting, and sometimes you gotta be left a little more vulnerable than others to change things. You know what I'm saying? If everybody reacts off of scaredness and throwing up a wall as soon as they feel afraid or are triggered, then we move forward nowhere on an emotional scale in society's emotional intelligence level. So, yes, you very emotional, intelligent people that don't have $1 billion, that's not the CEO of a corporation and is not moving the economy, quote unquote, ain't got no motion. Y'all, we're moving society. And I say we because we are one. I'm a part of you, you a part of me. It's a we. We're moving society emotionally and spiritually. All of this true stuff that's coming out and everything that is coming on to being the new norm, as far as being woke in society and being spiritually in tune in modern society, we are responsible for moving that stuff forward. So you are important. Even if you sitting on the couch just as empathic and spiritual with no job, no money, no girlfriend, no boyfriend, you know what I'm saying, no friends in general, you still is doing something as long as you're being who you are emotionally. Because like I said, a bunch of scared motherfuckers don't shit move. And as far as progression go, if we all scared, ain't shit finna happen. You know what I'm saying? That's why fear is a low vibrational energy in the first place. You know what I'm saying? It's a low vibrational energy in the first place, because it's gonna stop the forward progress of shit happening. If nothing progress and don't nothing move, we stagnant, we still. That's just as bad as going backwards, for real. Cause that's what you're doing. Cause time ain't waiting on you. You know what I mean, if you staying still and staying in a space and staying at a spot, you really not staying there. Because as time goes along, the scales move. So though you're there, now everybody else is here. When you do get back on that field, everybody else is on another level. When you do get back on that booth, everybody that was there at that level that they were, they're not there no more. They're on another level. So you're still going backwards as far as falling behind. You know what I'm saying? So it is very important to have emotionally intelligent people in society, because like I said, a non-emotionally intelligent person cannot teach you how to be emotionally intelligent. See what I mean? One non-emotionally intelligent person is not going to teach another non-emotionally intelligent person how to be intelligent emotionally. But one emotionally intelligent person can teach one non-emotionally intelligent person. In fact, one emotionally intelligent person can teach a group of non-emotionally intelligent people. That's what happens when you come to channels like Quadeuce, the essence. That's what happens when you come and you look for information. You get more information. Simple, but so complex. We talking about love. And love is a beautiful thing. If I could, I wouldn't change it. I would keep her the same. A new relationship, but no, I'm no stranger to these things. Love. But you gotta be careful. This a double-edged sword. It ain't what you think. Love. Hey, one time for me that was off the top, that was fire. But listen, we getting into an hour. I might go for the hour. Love. Perfectly willing to accept. Perfectly willing to accept. To love with a view. You have to be perfectly willing to accept sitting there and looking at it. To love another person, you have to be perfectly willing to accept what it takes and what comes with loving another person. Love. A beautiful thing in hindsight. But like a Beretta, if you held her wrong, she gon' bite. Come on, somebody. Talking about love here. We talking about love here. We having spiritual church. We talking about love here. And like a Beretta, she got bite too. It's not easy to love. Loving someone or something is one of, if not the hardest thing you can do. To actually accept flaws. We've been taught to strive and reach for perfection. You understand? We've been taught to get A pluses and graduate with doctorates and masters. We've been taught to strive for perfection our whole life. When you was a baby, you wasn't nothing if you weren't walking before you was one, right? Nah, let me play that back. That was kind of funny. Not to say like you want nothing, right? You was something, right? Just like you something now. But you was a baby, and everybody around you when you was a baby was like, 3 years old, still not walking. You see what I'm saying? Like they ain't not like you, but like they ain't like the fact that you weren't perfecting walking. Just like if you was in class and you was in school and you kept getting C's and D's and F's, like you not a bad student or nothing, but like your parents not gonna like that. You feel me? Like they gonna want you getting A's and B's. You know what I'm saying? Like, and it's not like you less of a person for real, but it's hard to have and maintain an understanding when you don't have a strong emotional intelligence. So what you have is people that get damaged by thinking that they're less of a person because they didn't have enough emotional intelligence at the time, that they were dealt with as if they were less perfect because they results were speaking that they are not doing well or as well as should be. You know what I'm saying? They had to feel a certain way, and they shut down, and now they got emotionally damaged and scarred from that, and that's childhood trauma right there, and that's how it go down. Yeah, that's how it go down. Childhood trauma. It's exactly how it be. Welcome to Spiritual Church. The essence of Quadeuce. This is how we getting down. Maybe I'll go past the hour. I don't know. But look. Love. All of these things that I talked about revolve around it. That's how advanced it is. It's so advanced that we could talk about it for a lifetime and still never quite figure it out. But it's so simple that we can do it in just one gesture. A simple smile, a simple gift, a simple hug, a simple kiss, a simple sentence of a few words. I love you. Such a powerful thing. No matter which way you express it, whether through gift, through song, through dance, through art, through verbs, and the actual words of saying it, through creating paintings or drawings. There's so many ways to express it, and they're all so strong when they get expressed to you. They feel so good, you know? And that's not a bad thing, but if you watch my other videos, I think I mentioned in another video, society can't have you walking around feeling good. The oppressors, they don't like that. They don't like that. You feel me? So it's like, anything that's gonna be surrounding us just focusing on feeling good and healing our spirits and souls, and just being in good energy, it's not gonna fly. It's not gonna fly. They're not gonna let it, because it's all gas, no brakes. Pump, no one let it. It's high octane. You see what I'm saying? That's their whole goal. That's their whole plan. So that's what they do. And if you like this video, please make sure to like, share, subscribe, and comment, as well as I think I got the link to the GoFundMe in here, which is it's just me fundraising for my creative studio, which is just where I'm trying to build a creative studio, a space where I go and create. I have 5 YouTube channels: a music channel, a spiritual channel, a fitness channel, a news or informative channel, and a vlogging channel. So I'm trying to be a pretty busy dude, but in order to make that kind of thing and work, I would have to set myself up as far as organization and being in the position to get that done, so that way it could be done and be efficient and effective. You know what I'm saying? And I can bring the best high quality content to the best of my ability. So that would help me out if you guys wanted to go donate on the GoFundMe, for that. This is including a studio that's gonna be for the YouTube, everything, editing, music, podcasting, any media productions that I want to do in the future. And I got a lot of ideas, as I'm sure you might could tell. So go ahead on over and whatever you could give, drop something in there for me. You know what I'm saying? And we gonna get this joint rolling. Yeah. But we running up on 1 hour, and I got 5 more minutes left with you guys. And if there's one thing I want to tell you about love, um, knowing how to be decisive and decide, and knowing when someone is using it for war or for like real love is very important. And I'm not gonna front to you and act like it's easy. It's not. You'll probably never fully 100% be accurate with knowing if someone is showing you true love or not. But as ignorant of me to say too, because why would I say never? Let me never say never. I'm sure there's a way, but I'm not thinking about it at the current moment. That's a better answer, I think. Like, I just know it gotta be a way to know that a person really loves you in several ways. I'm sure there's several ways. I probably, if I was thinking about them, I'd be able to say them. But there's several ways, I'm sure. To know if a person really loves you. But I just want you to know that knowing and being decisive and taking your time and understanding and having a good understanding and a great understanding based off of multiple different categories of how they treat you, like actions, words, gestures, you know what I'm saying, length of time that it's been going good. You gotta outweigh the good and the bad. And that's for the most part how you, I think, would best be able to tell. You feel me? But it's some people gonna make it hard, even if players, you know what I'm saying, a player play their role perfect. They gonna make it hard. It's gonna be hard to tell. And there's some people out there that play their position very well. They tricksters, you hear me? You gotta watch out for the tricksters. Yeah. So we on 58 minutes running it up. 2 minutes left. This was a good chat. I enjoyed talking about love with you guys, and we got more videos and more information and more of Quadeuce's essence and aura coming all over the channel. So stay tuned, hit the subscribe button, get notified when I post, you know what I'm saying, cause you know I'm dope. Hey, on binge watch me too much, I might overdose. Hey, a couple bars for you. If you stayed until this far in the video, they didn't get that. You hear me? So, it's Quadeuce, man. I'm finna get out of here. Move with the intention to be in an environment of love, to create an environment of love, and to accept and receive. That's the masculine and feminine energy, the yin and the yang. The ability to be submissive and accept this. That's all submissiveness. Acceptance and not, that's how submissiveness really is. And the ability to receive. You know what I'm saying? Think about it like that. 2 principles that work like the yin and the yang. Accepting and receiving. Can you move right to receive it? And can you accept what's being given to you? You know what I mean? But it's Quadeuce, man. I'm finna get up out of here, man. You know what I'm saying? It's been an hour. We had an hour of power, baby. You know what I mean? And this was a beautiful conversation. I feel amazing. Hopefully y'all feel amazing too. Move in love and high vibrational energy at all times and be true, because authenticity is one of the high vibrations, one of the highest vibrations too. It's your boy Quadeuce. I'm finna get up out of here, man. Peace to ya. I love y'all, man. Yeah, I'd accept your flaws if you're asking. You feel me? Real talk, man. I love y'all. Love yourselves. Love others. And always spread some of that. You know what I'm saying? Always spread some of that. You feel me? Make sure it's enough to go around. You understand what I'm saying, baby? Let's get it. Run this up. Like, share, comment, subscribe. Peace be upon y'all and positive vibrations. It's your boy Quadeuce. You have tuned in to another video on the channel. You know what I'm saying? Quadeuce, the essence. This has been my essence all over this video. Peace.